Welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and this is square 114, that's 114, and we've got 6 colours this week, so pay attention because we're going to start off with a padded circle for the yellow. Now the trick with a padded circle is to wrap the yarn around your finger but loosely. So here goes, we're going to do it 8 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's really loose and even, so we can just slip it off and then do a slip stitch here. If I can get the yarn, just slip that, and then it's all held together. And then we're going to work some double crochets into the ring, so 1 chain and then 12 double crochets around all of those rings of yarn, and then we'll have a nice padded circle for the centre of our square. So this is the padded ring, and now I'm going to join to one of these stitches the orange yarn, and we're going to do 2 treble clusters here, but we'll start off with 2 chain, and that's because and a treble, but that's because a cluster is slightly shorter than a treble, so it's only 2 chains, not 3. And then there's a 2 chain gap in between each 2 chain gap in between each cluster. So in the next stitch I'm going to do a cluster, 1, 2, and then 2 chain. So 2 treble cluster into each of those 12 stitches going round in the lovely orange. So at the beginning of the 3rd round I've joined the vanilla yarn, and I've done the same again, so 2 chains and a treble, and then 2 chain gap and a 2 treble cluster, but this time it's all in one of those little 2 chain spaces from the row below, and then I'm going to repeat that in here, and in every gap all the way around. So there's no spacer in between the clusters in between there, but there is in the middle. There we are. So here's a chance to have a handy hint. I finished this round and I didn't manage to wind this yarn in, but pulling it through here with this the hook that I used to make it is difficult, so I'm going to get a slightly smaller hook, and apologies for the colour clash here, chaps, but it goes through there much more easily, and then we can pick up that end and just pull it through. There we are. And the next one I'm going to try and wind in, but it doesn't always work, as you know. So this is the 4th round, and I've joined the lime green, and we're doing 3 trebles in each of those 2 chain spaces, and that's it. Keep going all the way around. This is the 4th round, and we're joining the teal to any of these spaces, and we're going to make 8 chains. And if you're anything like me and you lose count, then you have to start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's going to be a corner space. So in the next space we're going to do a double crochet, and then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 into the next space, and another double crochet. So we do that twice, 1, 2, 3. So we've done 3 here and 3 here, and then 7 chain in that one. It's going to be a corner, obs, and another double crochet, and then 3 twice, and more double crochet, and 7 for the next corner. 1, 2, 3, and another one, and then another 7, and keep going. There we are, that's going to be your ear. So I've joined with a slip stitch to the second chain of the bit where we started, and obviously I'm going to have to do some threading in because these ends haven't been, there wasn't anything to sort of thread them into, so I'm going to get that small hook again, here it is, and do a bit of remedial work. So starting the 6th and final round, and my square's a little bit curled up, but I'm hoping that this navy round is going to help it to lie a bit flatter. So I've done 3 chain and 3 trebles there for the corner. That's in one of those longer corner spaces, and then we're going to have 2 trebles and then 2 half trebles in this side space. And then I think the reverse, going back up to the next corner. So here we've got 2 half trebles and then 2 trebles. And the corner is 4 trebles, 3 chain and 4 trebles. So keep going all the way round. So here we are at the end, and I've done 3 chain and then join with slip stitch here, and we can fasten off, and it's, yeah, it is laying it out a bit flatter. And don't forget to label your square, and there isn't anything to put it to on the corner there, so I'll put it up here. There we are, that's 114 done.